Hi guys and welcome back. So this video is going to be a little bit of a test for you, and if you could write your answers down in the comments it would be much appreciated. So picture this: you're approaching traffic lights. Now you'll see on the road road markings ahead of you, and there's two boxes. One box has a white outline of a cycle, and the second box is just green, nothing in it, just green. Or sometimes there may be another cycle in it, but other times it's just green. And I'll put an example up what I mean here. Now the council have neglected this, so it needs resurfacing and remarking, but anyway, by the by. So do you actually know, and this is a bit of a common confusion that I see with some drivers, actually where to stop? And do you know what the penalty is for actually stopping in those boxes? So closest to the lights, you'll usually see a white box with a bicycle symbol painted inside it. That's officially called an advanced stop line, or ASL box. Now, this front box is for cyclists only, and I put a little diagram up here. When the lights are red, it is designed to give them a safe space to wait ahead of other vehicles, so they're more visible and can set off first when the lights go green. So this is pretty common knowledge that it's quite clearly a area for a cyclist. Now behind that, in some road markings, there is another box, a green box. Now, do you enter that green box, or do you hand back to the what is essentially a third white line? Let me know in the comments. Do you go into the cycle box? Do you go into the green box? Or do you hang back to the third white line on the tarmac? So if you're driving a car, a van, a motorcycle, whatever you're driving, and the light is red, you must stop before that first white line, which is actually the third white line back, which is the first line you come to. The one before the green area. You should not move into the green box, and absolutely never into the white cycle box that's in front of the green box. Both of these boxes are meant to stay clear while lights are red, giving cyclists safe access and a safe space around them, with the cars queuing behind them. Once the lights turn green, you can drive through the boxes, obviously, but they only matter while the signal is showing red. Now, here's where a lot of people get caught out, and I see it myself. They drive into the green box thinking that's okay to do. They're not in the box with the white cycle printed on the road. And under Rule 178 of the UK Highway Code, drivers must stop at the first white stop line when the red light shows. So if you go past that line even slightly, technically committed a red light offence, even though you're well back from the traffic lights itself. So that rule is backed up by Regulation 43 of the Traffic Signs Regulations and General Directions 2016. And that means the same penalty as if you've run the red light, which is £100 and penalty points on your driving license. So red light cameras will catch you if they're set further enough back. So if the camera is put in place before the cycle markings were put in, This may not always be the case, but any new cameras are set further back. So if you edge forward into that green box or that white area, you will get caught on camera. It will flash you. So always stop at the first white line that you see. And a lot of motorists do not do this. So this is a little bit of confusion now. So there's one exception drivers often ask about. What if the light changes to red after you've already crossed the line and gone into the green box or into the cycle area while it is still green or amber? Well, if you've already come to a halt, then technically it hasn't triggered the camera. So in this case, you should stop before the second white line. It's a little bit confusing, and that's in front of the cyclist box. So in the green area, and they're not always coloured green. And wait there until it's safe to move off again. You haven't technically done anything wrong in the eyes of the camera picking up your motion going past the line, but if a police officer sees you, they could act on it because you shouldn't be in that box to begin with. So that's also explained in the highway code under the advanced stop line rules and in official driving test guidance from the Department for Transport. So the advanced stop line was introduced to reduce collisions at junctions, giving cyclists a safer position ahead of cars, lorries and buses. It keeps them visible and out of blind spots because they're right in front of you, especially important when large vehicles are turning left as well. But you'll get fined if there's no cyclists in that box and you enter that box anyway and the camera gets you or a policeman sees you. The green coloured area behind the cycle box helps mark out a clear wait space for cars so everyone knows where they should be. And that's confusing in itself. You're basically waiting at the first line, so you've got a clear green box and then their cycle box. So basically, there's a lot of cyclists, they could be in both boxes. So the reference for this is the design and purpose of these ASL boxes are set out in the Department for Transport in Local Transport Note 2/08 Cycle Infrastructure Design. Right, so there you go. A really common misunderstood thing is that you will get fined. I don't know how many fines are actually handed out for this, but I do see drivers driving around in my local area, a lot of cars going beyond the line that they should be without going past the red light. So yeah, so just a little misunderstanding that I hope I explained myself clear enough, because it is quite confusing. So in essence, you're supposed to stop at the first white line you come to, giving a clear green space if it's coloured green before you get the actual cycle box. So yeah, there you go. And if you don't, it's 3 points and £100 fine. See you in the next video. Bye for now.